Hi, I'm Tony, and I'm doing my Blitz video on stress and coping for my Health and Psychology 471 class with Professor Cynthia Moore. There are many nuances on stress and coping, and as individuals, we handle stress differently. Stress comes in many different shapes and sizes and volumes, and how we handle the stressors can determine our mental health. What is stress? Acute stress is short term, normally arising from immediate challenges or an obstacle, whereas chronic stress is long term, can last for months, and can also lead to some serious health issues. There's good and there's bad stressors or negative stressors. Good stressors can look like motivation, dedication, whereas negative stressors can look like racial inequalities or war. Some major stressors are racial inequalities, like mentioned earlier. This creates stress in communities and societies. Feelings of inequality loses trust in society. It also holds a lot of psychological distress on those that are being discriminated against. Job burnout is also a major stressor. The underlying stress factors attached to the job. This creates maladaptive coping skills. Not being aware of what our stressors are that is attached to the job will can lead to depression, alcoholism, avoidance, and sometimes suicide. Some more major stressors is the stress on developing youth. ADHD, I feel like, is very overlooked and highly unaddressed. I think that it's shoved under a rug and replaced with, oh, it's just a phase, or they're going through puberty, or there's just different chemicals going on. War, as mentioned earlier, is also another stressor. We're having feelings of being out of control of the situation. Where leaves confusion with empathy and many unanswered questions, the whys, the what ifs, the reasons, and the empathy. I feel like it goes towards the families and the innocent civilians that are losing their lives. Some good stressors include motivation and dedication, as mentioned. When we're going through positive change in our life, sometimes our old lives or habits and behaviors will come up and try to kind of deter us from our direction. Uh, Keeping up with that motivation and dedication will ultimately lead to positive, healthy health benefits. Shame and grief are also good stressors. Understanding that we make mistakes, shame helps with that positive change. Shame is hard to come by or think about and sit with, but it has its positives when we look at it face to face. Acceptance and proper healing from loss of loved ones in a grieving process. This is also very beneficial and can create many positive mental and physical health benefits. Some coping skills, social support, feeling relaxed and very comfortable around our family and friends, being vulnerable in our therapy sessions, and having the courage to even go to support groups when the stress is high or we're feeling like we can't handle something. Some more coping skills, some stress management, self-efficacy and awareness. When we have the understanding and the ability to understand or to see when we are overstressed, or there is problems that might need some help. um, this is where practicing professional advice that's been given to us comes in hand. It's not just a therapy session for 1 hour once a week. It's practiced every day, all the time. My final statement is, having stress is not always a negative issue. Rather, how we cope with the stress can have either negative or positive effects. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a great day.